An officer-involved shooting at the Buffalo Wild Wings here in Greenville last night. Now a man is dead and an officer on paid administrative leave. And on the eve of Michael Brown's death, one local church held a meeting on what your rights are dealing with police officer.
And lots of sunshine in your forecast for tomorrow, but we do have some rain chances for the upcoming week. We'll time all those out in your first alert forecast. 9 on your side weekend edition starts right now.
This is WNCT 9 on your side weekend edition.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Katie Harden. In a story you saw first on 9, a man involved in a shooting with an off-duty Greenville police officer has died. Greenville PD says that a man died early this morning at Vidant Medical Center. The shooting happened after the officer approached a fight outside of the Buffalo Wild Wings on Arlington Boulevard just before midnight last night. The man started shooting at that officer, and then the officer returned fire. GPD says they have asked the SBI to continue looking into this investigation.
Anytime we have an incident of this magnitude, particularly one involving one of our officers, we want that investigation to be as impartial as possible. So we have called in the SBI to investigate this matter.
Now, at this point, the SBI has not released the identity of the officer or the man that died. The officer is currently on paid administrative leave, pending the results of that investigation. This is not the first time that an incident has occurred at that Buffalo Wild Wings location. In April 2014, a fight carried over from Buffalo Wild Wings to the Glendale apartment complex. 3 men were shot during an incident there, and all were taken to Vidant Medical Center. According to the Raid's online crime map, 16 incidents have been reported at the restaurant in the past year alone. That includes a concealed carry violation, intoxicated and disruptive behavior, and multiple injury to real property reports. In light of recent controversy between law enforcement officers and citizens across the country, people in Kinston are coming together to learn more about their rights. The Kinston-Lenoir County branch of the NAACP hosted its second Know Your Rights Forum today. Through videos, guest speakers, and question and answer sessions, residents learn the best way to handle themselves when they encounter police officers. Sheriff Ronnie Ingram says building a better relationship with the community is crucial.
People that we deal with, they're going to be upset at the time that we're dealing with them. With better training, we are able to understand that and being able to get along with each other.
The goal is to build a better relationship between the community and police across the East. In Hillsborough today, tempers were hot as hundreds gathered for a Southern Heritage Rally. The event was organized by groups from several counties. The groups all gathered on Churchton Street to talk about the history of the flag. All the while, protesters gathered to show their disdain for the Confederate battle flag.
We Southern people own this flag. It's not hate for us. This is a symbol of heritage, and we got to get this flag back.
I would disagree. I would say that the Confederate flag is a symbol of white supremacy, and there's no way to disagree with that, and that as long as it stands as a symbol of white supremacy, it should not be publicly subsidized.
Hillsborough police were on hand there to direct traffic. They say the rally was peaceful despite those opposing viewpoints. Candace Bowling joins me now with your first alert forecast. Candace, we had some spotty showers across the east today, but overall cooler, and it felt pretty nice.
Yeah, it did feel pretty nice. Cloud cover really helped to keep those temperatures down below average, actually. We'll go over to the almanac and show you we're about 8 degrees below normal. Now, as we head into Sunday, we're going to be right on par with those normal temperatures. And even tonight, we're going to see temperatures dipping down into the 60s. We're going to see the cloud cover begin to move out of the area, so it was rather cloudy all day. You can see we're going to see about mostly clear skies tonight, maybe a little bit more cloud cover across our coastal areas, but it will start to make its way out of the area by the time you're waking up in the morning. And you'll see temperatures tonight down to the upper 60s, even some lower 70s down towards Ocracoke, Morehead City, and Swansboro. So overall, not a bad night, but hey, we've got lots of sunshine in the forecast for tomorrow. And if you're going to take advantage of the boating forecast, go ahead and do it. Just make sure you grab the sunscreen, the shades as well. We're going to see 2 to 4 feet at the ocean, 2 foot at the sounds, a light chop at the lakes and rivers. We're going to see mainly a northerly breeze, all thanks to a high pressure that's in place for the area. And coming up in your first alert forecast, we're going to give you the details of the high pressure, how long it's going to be sticking around, when our next rain chances are, and how hot are those temperatures going to get. We'll give you all the details in your first alert forecast.
All right, thank you, Candace. Well, with only a couple weeks away from the season opener, the 2015 ECU football season is quickly approaching. The Pirates reported to camp this week and had their first official practice on Thursday, but today, coaches and players gathered for the 2015 Media Day. Roughly 30 members of national, state, regional, and even local media outlets gathered inside the Murphy Center, all for a chance to get a first glimpse at the Pirate squad. Coach Ruff said he's ready to start the season.
With the excitement of seeing the guys come through summer and develop from spring to now, that's always, for me, it's like watching a little colt going into a fine racehorse thoroughbred, the kids. But then these first 3 days, I was able to step back and watch the guys and say, thank you, Jesus, for giving me the best coaches around. That I couldn't ask for a better staff.
Now coming up in sports, we'll have more from Coach Ruff, and we'll hear from some of the Pirate leaders on the new 2015 team. And as that football season quickly approaches, many fans are already making a game plan on where they're going to tailgate. We've heard from many ECU fans in the past about parking issues around the stadium, so we dug a little deeper to see where you can go and where you'll get towed. WNCT's Jessica Jewell joins us with more on nearby businesses and how they're prepping. Jessica.
Katie, parking lots at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium are empty right now, but they'll be packed with Pirates just 4 weeks from today. Most parking spots at the stadium are limited to season ticket holders, so many fans park at places nearby. Most places we reached out to take a hard stance on game day parking, some selling parking spots and others enforcing strict towing rules. Greenville Little League at Elm Street Park is working to sell out spots before the season kicks off. As of today, they've sold about half of their lot. The Little League's Brian Weingartz tells us they draw in about $14,000 a season thanks to football parking.
It allows us to be able to maintain all of our fields, but especially the field here at Elm Street Park, to a high level, and it allows us to purchase different things that we need.
We also spoke to supervisors at the Rite Aid next to the stadium. Their game day policy is strict. Only customers can park there. Everyone else gets towed. But they tell us it's a huge problem because many people just ignore the rule. That's why they're already putting signs up and talking strategy with towing companies. We reached out to other locations close by about their policies on game day parking. For those details, you can head to our website at WNCT.com. Jessica Jewell, 9 on your side.
All right, thank you, Jessica. Well, a new apartment complex for ECU students is nearing completion and is expected to open on schedule next Saturday. The Boundary, located on the corner of Cotanch and Reed Streets in Uptown Greenville, will house 545 ECU students. The property manager, Chelsea Harper, says every bed but one in that building has already been leased. Students are able to start moving into the 245 rooms next Saturday. Harper says construction is quickly wrapping up there and the complex will open on schedule. Coming up, a 9 on your side weekend edition. A teen in South Carolina shot and killed by police. Now the family says that they're having a hard time believing that this was justified.